What's up, y'all? So here we are, the real part one, where I actually start doing stuff now. I apologize for me talking throughout the video with a lisp. Is because I got wisdom teeth things. I got wisdom teeth issues. So I'm gonna have a lisp for this video. So fuck you if you don't like that. So the reason I put it back on, I was sitting and thinking how I was gonna mount the intercooler, and I was looking at the little brackets, and I was like, looking at the little holes right there, and I was like, I could probably make a little bracket and come and go into the holes that these have. But then I was like, the radiator support, like the whole, you know, front thing is cracked a little bit. It was like that when I bought it, motherfucker. But he gave me a good price. So, and also the crack is like behind almost where the crash bar is. So I'm gonna cut out a whole chunk, and I'm gonna cut out a little like cutout in the middle too, like up, so that it can it's not covering like the fins of the intercooler. But I was just gonna use the and just drill a hole and put a bolt nut. That's how the intercooler was gonna mount up, and I mocked it all up, and it all makes sense. Y'all get an inside look into my mind. Like, I have this mid-mount kit kind of planned out, but like there's some stuff that you just miss. Like when I put this bass bar on, when I put the crash bar on, I didn't expect for everything to be like this. So right now I'm starting the hot side. Instead of going to Z1 and just getting the flanges, I have my test pipe, so I'm gonna just cut it right there, and then that'll be the first part of my kit. And then same thing, I'm gonna use the flange on the other test pipe. I could have just sold these test pipes and just like made money and then just bought the little flanges from Z1. But it already has, you can see from the flange, and then it goes downward a little bit. That's just less bends and shit I have to worry about. Like if I just get the flange, just the flange, then I'm gonna have to make this little 45, and I'm gonna have to do all this. Already has that. And then we're gonna put this flex in it. You need a flex. I'm gonna try to make this car a little bit quiet, since I'm gonna have open dumps anyways. And bitch gonna be screaming once I hit boost and everything. Oh, another thing I'm gonna do too is I want to get the little wastegate, just so it's not dumping on the floor all the hot air. I want to get it to where off the wastegate I run a little pipe, and it goes right here, that sticks out. And maybe if I do flame map, then I'll be shooting flames out the back, but I'll also be shooting flames out the side. It would be cool too if I got the other wastegate, because for a mid mount you need 2 wastegates. It would be cool if I had the other one and it went out the other side, so I was just shooting flames in all directions. Just getting the crossover pipes situated. I can't do too much just because, like I said, I still don't have the turbo. It's gonna get here tomorrow. But yeah, so it's gonna be a 60-62 size turbo basically. And then I bought a housing for it because the ones on eBay come with small ass turbine housings. So that one was a practice kind of one. I started doing stuff on the hot side, but I kind of messed up what I was planning to do. Like I said, I got the flange right here. I think I cut it a little bit too short, but it's all right. As you can see, unfortunate situation here with the flex pipe. Basically my stupid ass was welding, and I forgot that the flex pipe is just made out of regular steel. So it doesn't hold as much heat, and basically I actually blew a hole through it, so it's useless now. So I had to order another one, so now it's sending me back at least 2 days. Here's the new turbo. It's one of those eBay GT35 82s, except this one I put a slightly bigger turbine housing on it. So instead of the regular 0.63 AR, this is a 0.82, which I think is still a little bit too small. But I think this turbo's, it's okay. The inducer on that side and the exducer on that side is a good size, but I think that the housings are a little too small. It's not welded, it's just tacked up. I'm just mocking everything up right now. As you can see, I'm literally holding it in place with my hands. That's one of the wastegates I'm gonna be using, just a DNA motoring, eBay one. But it's the type 2 one, so the diaphragm is a lot more simple. The whole setup of the whole gate's a lot more simple, so it has less parts to fail basically. You can see I got stuff, so you can see the pipe coming from this side, and then I gotta figure out now how I'm gonna get it from there to come here. So you know how the test pipe is shaped. Just cut it, and then the flex pipe goes there. The flex pipe, it comes a piece of pipe, so it points it downward, because you can see the flex pipe is pointed like that way, and then with that piece it brings it this way. I have basically what's a 90 off of that pipe, but you can see like, you can't really tell on camera, but the shape is just like real custom. So I was really just sanding them down until I can get the angle right to fit it. I wanted to fit it like right. RZG kit, it's a little bit further forward off the header. It pretty much goes straight down and then does this 90 and it goes this way to the turbo, whereas mine comes back a little bit and comes this way, then it does a 90, because that was the easiest way it was to do it for me. So with as little seams as possible. An idea I had was you know, the test pipes, you know, they have like the O2 sensor on it. So I thought I'd just keep this for, this one is broken. This one, a couple of the wires, it got fucked up. So this one's broken. So I just gotta order a new sensor itself and then plug it back into the harness. But anyway, so I figured since this already has the O2 bung on it, I would use this. And so it goes like this, it'll go like that, and then it'll go left. All right, so the other angle didn't really work out. So you can see these two bolts or these two holes right here. That's basically the top of the flange, and then it's kind of tilted that way, pointed down. So I cut that part all the way, and you can see I tacked it up here. It looks all weird because I tacked it once and I didn't like the angle, so I took the tacks off and I changed the angle a little bit, then I retacked it. And then I mocked it up there and to clear the turbo and the trans and the frame of the car. Something like this is gonna be ideal for how my turbo sits and how everything is. So now I gotta trim it. So now I gotta trim until those two pipes can fit together like that. All right, so literally the last thing I showed y'all was how I was making this. So that is a piece from the test pipe, and this was the piece that I just showed y'all that I made. And then I finally got it to connect to that side. So I finally got it to connect into that side. And I don't know if you can tell on camera, but this one, how it goes into bank 2, it's like it has a slight curve inward. I'm not too worried about the flow. Like I said, like all these things, like they really matter when you're trying to get like the most efficiency. I'm just trying to have the kit work properly. Like honestly, this is very, very similar. I was looking at pictures actually, and the way I ended up sculpting it was very similar to the RZG mid-mount kit. I've never actually seen anybody running that kit, but yeah, come to think about it, never really seen anybody running that kit, but I'm gonna go YouTube it later. But yeah, that's the basic shape of it right there. But you can see that it's only just tacked. I just gotta finish the welding, and then the hot side is done. Well, it's not done because, so now all I gotta do is also, like you can see, like my I notched it like pretty decently. I got this is the flange for the wastegate. So like, let's say I want to put it like right here. I think like maybe right here. I just gotta go mock it back up on the car again. Say like, yeah, right there. Weld these on. I got the other side with the what is it? The little firing. Yeah, so next video, you're gonna see it's gonna have the welds done and the wastegates connected to it. Then I'm going to start the cold side. So I'm going to use the stock bash bar, and I'm gonna cut up because I have to have the intercooler tucked in, and then the bracket is gonna mount to here. So like right here and like right there. So you can see like intercooler how it has the holes. And then like basically like 40% of the intercooler, like the fins, is gonna be like behind this. So I'm definitely gonna notch this out so that it can get some airflow to it. But I mean, the way the bumper is on the G35, it's not that good for airflow to the intercooler anyway. So yeah, we'll figure something out. I'm looking at aftermarket bumpers. I'm not trying to spend a lot just because like I really don't care how the bumper looks. There's only really like 2 different type of bumpers like people be getting for these things. So I'm just looking for the cheapest. I mean, somebody hit me up. What's the cheapest bumper I can get that it's like the whole front end is open rather than having that little piece in the middle and having like 2 separate vents? Let me know. Send me a link. It's the cheapest bumper you can find that has the whole thing open. But I found a couple, but we're not worried about that yet. So yeah, I want to paint this. I'm probably gonna paint it white, just to match the wheel or something. Even though you're not gonna see it because the bumper's gonna be on, because I don't play that shit. I'm not trying to get stay reffed again. Once I move to Nevada, I'll probably run no bumper, just fuck it. So this is, what is this? This is part 1. So then that's part 2. Then part 3 is gonna be making the exhaust, which shouldn't be that hard either. It's just gonna come, so like say this is the car. This is like frame rail. Transmission brace is like right here. So the exhaust is just gonna come out, do a little turn right here, and then do a little turn back this way. I'm gonna put a flex pipe right there, just because on the other mid-mount kits I see them use flex pipes right there, so they know what works. I'm gonna do what works. And then it's just gonna come 45 and then do another 45, bless you, and then it's gonna come back here. I'm gonna put a muffler right there, which I think that muffler, like, it's just one of those fiberglass cheap ass ones. It's just probably blown out already, but actually I don't know where it is. Well, anyway, I had it on one of my rear mount setups. So it's gonna go there. I'm trying to make the car quiet. Like, I really don't need it to be loud. Like, I really don't. Like, the open gates, the open dumps are gonna be loud as fuck. So, you know, while cruising, I really don't need it to be loud. So, and if that muffler does nothing, then I might get a vibrant muffler to put on there. And then, yeah, so like I said, it's gonna go back and it's gonna go into the single exit right here. So y'all can see that one. That goes back. Has that little hanger that's like back there. And then this is the muffler. This is like a Megan Racing single exit. And then this is my downpipe for my 240 back in the day. You can see we got the gaskets here, the flange here to hook up the back pipe into the, you know, whole single exit. Here's that flex pipe I was talking about. I might just use some of this shit, like this shitty like steel, like carbon steel, like from AutoZone. Just because I don't feel like buying more stainless steel. I think also I don't. With using stainless steel and shit, you run through cutting wheels so fast. Like, you run through like disposable materials so fast. So, and then it's just the exhaust. So, just for the final linking piece that will link this part to the muffler to this part. So, and it comes with that little silencer and shit.